Okay, Adam, doing your macro critique here. So the thumbnails look great that are on this first page here. So let's start out. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see your photo details here. Okay, see it's some kind of point and shoot. Um, so yeah, and the whole idea with this assignment is doing exactly what you're doing, is to be able to get in there and get as close as you possibly can. And so I'm looking at the dreaded sweet gum ball from the sweet gum tree, which I used to have one in my yard and was happy that I don't have one now. Um, but anyway, this is a nice shot in terms of being able to get in nice and tight. If you have I'm trying to figure out what camera you have here, but it looks like based on this a 5mm lens that you're using a point and shoot camera. And if you have any kind of anything like Photoshop or any kind of image editing software, if you were to go in and just process this image so that basically the lighter part of the picture would be more right towards the center here, and maybe burn this down up here. Let's see if this does anything. No, okay. Alright. I was just seeing if that expanded it to where the picture was a little bit more rectilinear, if I wasn't seeing the entire image here. Okay. Good. I'm glad that there's even a spot here where you got in a little as close as you could get in there, and like this little area right here not in focus, mainly because you were in pretty tight. That looks good. Yeah. So everything I know. If you have the ability to set your ISO, now you can go into the program mode on your camera. I'm assuming that you have a program mode, and that you can get in there nice and tight. And if you have a program mode, then it usually gives you the option to set things like your ISO and also your exposure compensation. And then this little spider or tick or whatever this might be, that's nice to be able to get in nice and close like that. Great. Great. Oh yeah, I like this shot a lot. And mainly because when you photograph something and it's smaller than what you actually, like in this case right here, you're seeing it much bigger, it certainly carries a lot of impact, especially with these little sharp little thorns on the side of this plant here. So good. It looks like you're zoomed out a little bit on this one, a little bit more telephoto than the 5mm on the other ones. And then good to be able to get in on this, whatever this might be, a vase or something. And good lighting on this one. I like the fact that you're in most cases you're using an ISO that's a little bit lower, ISO 100. Hopefully, and it looks like you have plenty of light, because it looks for the most part that your camera is basically shooting the aperture wide open, and the camera setting maybe the aperture, or maybe the well, not only the aperture but actually the ISO here. Okay, good. Okay, ISO of 200. And then being able to get in nice and tight on this, on your name here, that's engraved on something. Okay, good. Yeah, and so, and I guess that's the back of some sort of electronic piece of something here. Okay, all right. So overall, taking a look at, let's take a look at all of them here together. Okay, yeah, so it was nice to see that you could get in really close on a lot of these images, and in terms of shooting stuff, I think this is my favorite one right here in terms of, composition and everything. So, hoped you learned, how close you can get in with your camera to be able to focus and shoot really close in. It looks like your camera has a pretty good macro on it. So hope you enjoyed the assignment, and thanks very much.